This is the one that was hard to catch and hard to get on. So do a little bit of a video here so you can see what he was like, and so you can compare that to going home compared to when he came here. So put a halter on him and bring him in the wash rack, get him saddled up. This has turned out to be a really nice horse. I like this horse a whole bunch. He really wants to be good. He was just a little bit nervous about how he was handled. I probably come from how he was handled in the past. So I don't know about where you're at in your part of the country. It's February here, and I'm in the south. Horses are actually starting to shed already. When I'm brushing, I'll brush them with this block. Helps get this hair started shedding out. Everything that I have has already started shedding. See the hair coming out already. So I'll put a link to this in the comments or the video description below. They make this bigger one for horses. They make smaller ones for dogs. This horse never was really very bad with his feet. But the thing about most horses, and him in particular, you can take something like the feet that they're not bad about, and from there build on them and make them comfortable with more things. So just the fact that he was okay with his feet made him more comfortable for me working around him. It wasn't so much the feet that he was worried about, it was the person. This is the horse that I said needed a leader. Just by doing his feet taught him that I can be his leader and I can be a trustworthy leader. And that's a big part of how you build leadership with your horse. You want to clean the feet, and you want to get the feet cleaned out, but it's not really just a matter of cleaning the feet. It's a matter of how cleaning the feet was used to help build his confidence in me. Much more relaxed in the cross ties than he was in the beginning. I'm handling him and everything I do with him, catching, saddling, bridling, everything, I'm handling him like he's a broke horse. Which a lot of what he came with, a lot of what he did when he came was already good. But what I needed him to do was become more confident with the person around him, with me, moving around him and asking him to do things. With any horse, I never tighten it really tight here in the wash rack and the cross ties. I get it tight enough so it's not going to fall off, but I don't ever tighten the saddle really tight all at one time. Young horse, finished horse, any horse ever. You'll create girthing problems by doing that. So with everything with him, like I said, I move around and act like he's a broke horse, but I also want to make sure he understands what I'm doing. And if he does anything that makes me think he doesn't understand, if he was to act worried or something like that, I would kind of slow down a little bit just to give him a chance to take in and comprehend what I'm doing. That's kind of been the ongoing thing with him. He's okay with most things as long as you give him a chance to comprehend what's happening. And as long as you do that, he's been really nice. This is a horse that reached down and took a bit. This is a horse that really wants to be good. It's just if you rush things with him, he worries a little bit. He has turned his head away from me from the beginning. I talked about that in the stall the very first time I worked him. I'd really like for him to not do that. In his case, I don't think that he's so much evading what I'm asking for. I think he's trying to be submissive like he would to another horse. I think he's trying to turn his head away as opposed to like looking directly at and be aggressive. Really do anything about it other than just make him feel more comfortable about being right here close to my space. So let's lead him out and work him out there a little bit. So we're wet and slippery out here. Not going to be able to lope or anything like that, but I can still get done what I want to get done so you can see how he has progressed. Always going to pay attention to him, what he's doing and what his body is telling me. Now I just tightened the saddle. I don't ever want to get right on the horse from tightening the saddle without moving the feet. And that goes to young horse or finished horse. I'm always going to make them move their feet after I tighten the saddle. This is pretty slippery in here, but we can still get something done. Remember, this is a horse that didn't want to stand for me to get on. So I've done a lot of getting up and down and a lot of just getting him to be comfortable with me up here. A big part of what I did so that he would not worry about me getting on is I would get on and I would just sit here and give him a chance to understand that just because I got on, we weren't going to immediately go off and do something hard. His ears are back, he's listening. They're not backing away where they're pinned, like he's mad about what I'm doing. And his body is not tense. His muscles are loose, they're relaxed. He's not worried about what I'm doing. This is exactly what I would want. He's standing here relaxed, he's standing, he's relaxed, and his facial expression is telling me nothing but good. His whole body is telling me nothing but good. Now let's just walk off. Let's see what happens. He got a little bit tense when we walk. We're just gonna walk a couple circles till he relaxes. Walk it out. His ears are flicking around, they're coming back on me. Just gonna steer around a few circles. And I just felt him relax. He also lowered his head a little bit. Really can't do much in this pen, but walk around a little bit. See how he's looking around, his ears are flicking around. Nice indications. Walk over here and then we'll change directions. Walk the other way. Now, one thing I have not talked a lot about in videos, but I have mentioned it in some of the comments and questions that I've gotten, is a horse's brain is very not connected. Left side and right side is not connected very good. And that's why everything you teach on one side, you have to teach on the other side. And I've had some horses that would act like kid broke gentle on one side and like they'd never been ridden on the other side. It can be that extreme. So like right then when I changed directions, I started engaging the other side of his body. He saw me out of his right eye instead of his left eye. So be aware, not all horses, when you say a horse is broke, gentle, steers, however you would describe a horse, the left side and the right side is not always the same. In horses that are further along, they might steer better one way than the other way. That's a good sign. That's a pretty obvious sign that one side's more broke than the other side, or one side steers better than the other side. That's pretty typical. Ooh. I'll put a link up here to the other videos that I've done of him. This is Scout. He's turned out to be a really nice horse. Really like this horse a lot. Until next time, thank you for watching.